Let us start some interesting problem today. A stock buy sell for maximum profit. So in this case, we have received the input array with data of the stock price. Now what we need to do is to solve this problem, we need to find the local minimum and local maximum. Local minimum is nothing but when to buy. Local maximum is nothing but when to sell. So let us find how we can find the local minimum here. So take the input price. Current given input is 10, 20, 30, 5, 10, 50. So in this case, 10 is the starting point. 10 is less than 20. So we can buy the shares at position 0, that is 10. And then you can, once you find the local minimum, then you have to find when to sell it. So that is nothing but local maximum. Local maxima can be, you can compare 10 with 20, 20 is greater. So 20 compare with 30, 30 is greater. Compare 30 with 5, 5 is less than 30. That means 30 is the local maxima. So local maxima will be 30. Next you can see 5 is the local minimum currently. So you compare with next value. 5 is less than 10. That means 5 is the next local minimum for you. Now you need to find the local maxima. 10 is less than 50. So 50 is the local maxima again for you. So the thing here is you can buy the shares at 10 rupees and you sell at 30 rupees. Again you can buy at rupees 5 and sell at 50. So that you will get the maximum profit. Now coming to coding part, I have already written code here. So stock buy sell integer will take two parameters. One is for input array and second parameter will be size. So if input array is 1, then no need to do anything. We just return the value here. And there is an interval. One class will take here. Two values like buy and sell. So two values we have in the class. So we can take n by 2 value. Actually no need to take n size since we need to divide the maximum, actually it will take n by 2 only. So we'll take the array of n by 2 value, n by 2 of interval. You let us initialize the iteration values. One I is for indexing purpose and c is for actually to fill the iteration buy sell values actually. So now I is equal to 0 now, I is less than n minus 1. We will just process that input. I is less than n minus 1 and a of 0 is greater than or equal to 20? No, is less actually. That's why no need to do any increment here. So it will I is not equal to n minus 1. So you can buy the shares at 0th position, currently 0th day, and increment it. Now I will be here pointing to here. Now we need to buy the local maxima. Local minima you already found. Local maxima will be, we need to calculate now. I is less than n and a of I minus 1. That means a of 10 is less than or equal to a of I, a of 20. Yes, a of 10 is less than or equal to 10 is actually less than 20. So it will be incremented again. Again it will go back. And a of 20. That means a of 1. But 20 is actually less than 30. Yes, this also again condition is satisfied. Now I will again increment it. Now I will become 30 now, 3 now. So now a of 30 is less than or equal to 5. No, it will be fail now. Now you can find the selling part is I minus 1. That is second day actually you can sell the you can find the maximum local maximum. Now increment the counter index. Again go back here. Now I is equal to 3. Now a of 3. That means 5 is greater than or equal to 10. That means this one a of 5 plus 1. No. So I is equal to n minus 1. No. Now you can buy the next shares at the position or the day 3. Now increment it. Now let's find the local maxima again. I is less than n. A of 3, that is 5, is less than or equal to 10. Yes. Increment it. Again A of 10 is less than or equal to A of 50. Yes. And we are already I is less than n. That means we already reached the end of the array. So now local maxima will be position at 5th. Okay, so you can buy the shares at 3rd position. You can sell at day 5. So you can just iterate this counter value actually. Counter value is incremented. In this case, we have the counter value is 2. You just iterate when to buy and when to sell, so that you can find the maximum profit when to buy and when to sell. Thank you.